this is definitely an add-on, and they're showing it. They had me listen to it right away. Usually they don't have me listen to them again until I record them, but they had me listen to them right away, and they wanted me to hear, like, I think it was the last one or the one before, they were talking about wake the fuck up, right? Like sometimes I'll get that like jerk. And they were showing it's like, sometimes it's that reminder that don't fall back asleep, right? Don't get out of alignment. Don't forget. Don't go into your south node. Don't go into dream state, meaning don't let somebody else lead the show. Don't go on autopilot. Don't let your mind wander. There's times to do that and there's times not to do that. And, they're showing quite a few in this one. Okay, so I'm going to go into the other stuff they showed me, but right now they're also showing, sorry. I know, sorry. I was getting tugged there in both directions. Yeah, don't fall back asleep. Don't go stay in alignment. Shit. Sorry, I should have just that over-explaining. Anyway, and then I said, where am I going? Talking about how it's like I don't drive a lot of times, which is just an interesting comment. And because it's like, because I do desire a leader to take charge, right? To have an aim, to have a direction. And it's like, no, we all have to do that for ourselves. I have to know what I want and where I want to go and get crystal clear on it so we can get me there. But, that's what they were showing. But, so it's like they'll work so hard, and I'll work so hard to like get everything in alignment, right? It's like get my body, mind, nervous system. But it does feel like at times, and it's certainly in recent years, a tremendous amount of effort on my part. And in that efforting, it leads to exhaustion, it leads to burnout, it leads to these things. And so it's like when things seem to be in alignment, I also have this, it's like you feel so good to finally be in alignment, which is interesting. It feels so good when you're just about to fall asleep. You're right in that floating state, and then they jerk you awake, and that feels terrible. That feels awful, right? And so I think right there's a confusion that I sometimes get. And I think it's showing also like, no, now everything's in alignment, so you're up and running, so go, 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 right? But it's like, I am like, oh no, I can't go, go, go. Now that everything's done, it's never ever done, but this is the switch in my mind where it's like, I'm exhausted. It's like, now I need to rest, but it's like, no, you can't rest now. Now is the time to move. Now is the time you're aligned, right? Now is the time for you to consciously dream, meaning consciously choose and decide. And yet it's like such exhaustion. So this, I think, is why the desire for a leader at that time, right? Like a strong leader. Meaning I can be in complete alignment, and yet I want somebody else I can trust, so I can remain in complete alignment in a relaxed feminine state. But I do not have a strong leader. I do not have a strong masculine who is in full alignment in his north node leading the way. So it's like just when I can relax into my feminine, it's like I get jerked back awake. Oh, no. It's all on you. It's all on you. So that has been the challenge, which has also given almost like the wrong signal or the wrong message to my mind, my body, and my nervous system that I need or require something outside of me for that completion. And that's not true. It's not that it's like I can do it all on my own. I have been doing it all on my own. I'm capable of doing it on my own. They're continually showing me that. And I also recognize I desire the help. I desire somebody else to drive, to lead, to take charge, especially when I'm fully aligned. It's like I've worked so hard to do this because I've had to juggle both sides, and now I just want to rest, knowing somebody else is capable and confident of steering the ship, leading the way, and in the right direction, right? It's like I can truly rest. I can truly relax into my feminine, knowing somebody else is in their north node leading the ship, right? Because this is the whole idea that women can't ever really relax unless they can trust. It's that same mentality, right? Where you put somebody in charge that you like, that you lust after, that you desire, but they're in their south node, you're getting led right the fuck off a cliff because you're relaxed in your feminine state and you've allowed somebody else to take the reins. Fuck, right? And some of us have learned that the hard way. So we have to climb back up that cliff, and it's like, I'm done climbing up cliffs. But that's good. It's like, well, good. Fucking finally. Stop handing over the reins to somebody in their south node, right? It's like, even when you're exhausted. And so I think that's what they've also been showing me too. Right, because it's also, we've talked about this in many ways, they're showing that's also why they'll sometimes jerk you awake in those states, because it is almost the time when you're most vulnerable, right? It's the time when you're the weakest, when you're like, no, I'm toast. And that is when women likely don't realize it. They don't realize it, but they're in that vulnerable state, and they so desire, it's like they'll take anything because they need a break, right? Their standards will so lower, their expectations will lower. It's the idea of what they've been showing in the past few, where it was like, if you manifest from a lack state, from a survival mode, from a fear state, from a lower whatever, you'll accept or take what comes along because you're deprived in that area. And so it's like, no, you have to get that to yourself. You have to show yourself that you're truly capable and competent and sufficient, so that you're so filled up that you choose. You don't just settle for, right? You decide. And so I think for me, it's, as you can hear, so many messages, and some of them can almost sound conflicting, and I don't mean them to, so I apologize. But it's like, for me, for this instance, knowing and being able to know that about myself enough, it's also to recognize, I can recognize these states much easier for myself now. And so it's like, when I am exhausted or burnt out like that, that is certainly not the time to be deciding or engaging, or, it's like, don't make a decision from there, right? So it's like, you wait and fill back up, and it might take longer, you might be tired, but you certainly don't make a move from that vulnerable state, from that lower state, because it's like you're already slipping from your alignment. So it's like, even though they're showing me, it's like, I'll get fully aligned, but it's like almost in the second I'm fully aligned, it's this false illusion that it's done, when it's never done. We're still living. And it's the wrong mentality on both fronts to feel like there's an end point, or reach for an end point, or desire for an end point also implies it's some kind of race or rush. And it's also, I think I do that also because I so desire to get back into my feminine. So I think I have this wrong mentality too, where it's like, okay, but if I can just, but do you hear the word I'm using and what I've explained previously? So it's that manifesting in that burnout state. If I can just plow through blah, 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 then I can relax into my feminine and let go. And it's like, no, we have to relax into our feminine and let go now. Right? It's let go now. Trust our higher selves will take the lead. Trust that the universe will step in. Trust that the universe will provide what it is I need and desire. And that I don't have to play both roles. I can just stand authentically in me and accept and allow and receive. I hope that all came out, because I am tired, and I just do have to let go. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.